Princeton, that's impressive.
I know, I went there.
So what is Omnicore?
Omnicore. Happy you brought that up.
Isn't Omnicore the name of the company from that movie RoboCop?
Have you seen RoboCop?
Yeah. 3 years at Skynet?
Yes, that is something I don't mind talking about. I had a great time, great boss.
From the Terminator.
I watch a lot of movies.
So now that you know what not to do during a job interview, it's time to learn how to land the gig once you've managed to get the interview. In our week-long series, Get to Work America, we've told you where to find the open jobs in which small businesses are hiring. Just today, the Bureau of Labor Statistics released unemployment numbers for January. States highlighted in green saw a drop in unemployment, while those in red saw an increase. All in all, 31 states saw better numbers, while 18 states saw more people without jobs. Today, it's all about that critical moment when you come face-to-face with your potential employer. Rafe Gomez coaches those hoping to be rehired and is the author of What's in It for Me. George Ross is Executive Vice President and Senior Counsel for the Trump Organization. You'll recognize George from his starring role on NBC's The Apprentice. We'll begin with Rafe's advice on how to handle the interview, and then, George, I want to get your reaction to how it might play out in a real-life situation. But, Rafe, what's different about today's job market, and how should somebody approach the interview?
Well, a lot of the information, in fact, all of the information that's available in the marketplace, the books, the seminars, the websites, it was all created pre-2007, which, as we know, was a completely different universe in terms of the economy and the job market. So all of that information is incomplete, and it's not going to get you hired. It's almost like using a Walkman instruction manual to figure out how to use an iPod. It's just not going to work. So what you need to do in order to get hired today is present yourself as an essential solution that is specific to the company that you're sitting across from. Ignore all of that information. Here's how you sit. Here's how you stand. Here's how you smile. It's helpful, but it's not going to get you the job offer.
George, how about it? Explain what you can do to present yourself as a solution, and you don't need to worry about what you wear. How about it?
Well, what you wear is certainly important depending on the job that you're interviewing for. But more important, really, is to have some background of the company that you're planning on getting a job with, or the person that's doing the interview with you. That's really key to find out. And you have to be personable and come across as somebody personable, and you can be of assistance in helping the company improve itself and better dollars on the bottom line. It's really selling yourself, not necessarily what your background is.
And Rafe, what's the kind of information that somebody ought to be looking for as they prepare for an interview?
When you're doing your research about a company, there are three essential, what I call closing triggers, that are going to get you hired. You need to be able to prove that you can make a company money, you can save a company money, or you can improve the image of the company in the marketplace. If you can prove that you have the ability to deliver on those things, and that would be specific to the company you're speaking with, you're going to get hired.
George, as somebody who spent years advising Donald Trump, is Rafe right? Is that the sort of thing that the employers want to hear?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what they want to hear, because that's the key. Most of the employers, except for those which are eleemosynary, are interested in making money and bringing dollars to the bottom line so that they can pay their taxes and pay their employees. And you have to come across as how you can be helpful in doing that.
And then finally, Rafe, assuming that there are two candidates who have done everything that you've suggested, who are prepared, who are both prepared, what's the thing that could make the difference in the end?
Research. If you have done your homework, if you have figured out what this company needs, and the way to do that is to go online, you go to the company's website, read their news releases, their press releases, figure out what makes them tick, what have they tried, what has failed, where can you help? Sign up for Google News alerts about the company, so throughout the day, you're getting essential up-to-date information about this company, and learn about what they're trying to do. And if you can go in there and present yourself as that person who can make it happen, they need you as much as you need them.
George, I have a feeling you're going to agree with that, but anything else that we're forgetting?
No, I don't think there's anything necessarily forgetting, but I think that most of the people that go for interviews really don't do their homework. With all the search engines and information that's out there, you go to the interview, you better be prepared. The more prepared you are, the better chance you have of landing the job.
George Ross and Rafe Gomez, fascinating discussion. Thank you both so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, David.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tomorrow on Get to Work America, we turn our attention to the entrepreneurs who want to start their own business. It can be done, and it is being done all over the country despite the tough economic times. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we will tell you how you can do it. And since we've told you what to do in an interview, how about a little more on what not to do? And for that, We turn to Hollywood and our top 3. Here are our 3 favorite interview scenes in Hollywood movies. You ready? Number 3, Owen Wilson in You, Me, and Dupree.
Not a workhorse. If you're looking for a Clydesdale, I'm probably not your man. Like, I don't live to work. It's more the other way around. I work to live. Incidentally, what's your policy on Columbus Day?
We work.
Really? The guy discovered the New World.
At number 2, in Good Will Hunting, the genius played by Matt Damon sends his not quite a genius friend, played by Ben Affleck, to a big interview in his place.
Will, our offer is $84,000 a year.
Retainer.
You want us to give you cash right now?
Oh, no, I didn't say that. Allegedly, your situation for you would be concurrently improved if I had $200 in my back pocket right now.
And our number 1 favorite job interview scene in a movie, Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly providing double trouble at a job interview in Step Brothers.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I think we've had enough.
Shut for
here.
1 second. Shut your mouth.
I needed someone to
shut your
work
mouth.
with.
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry? What did you just say?
You're just coming off stupid.
I'm coming off as stupid. You're wearing tuxedos to a job that requires you to clean bathrooms. Please leave this office. We're done with this interview.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
They didn't get the job, of course, but they did provide us with a movie memory that will last a lifetime. The interview in Step Brothers, our number 1 favorite job interview scene in movie history.